President Trump has announced new tariffs on nearly 24 countries set to go in effect August 1st. That's next month. And it includes a 35% levy on Canadian goods and a 50% tariff on Brazil. Protesters took to the streets in the South American country to protest those new duties. You see here demonstrators setting fire to an effigy of President Trump. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney is responding to Trump's claims that the new tariffs are due in part to the fentanyl crisis. You see here, he says Canada has made vital progress to stopping the spread of the drug. Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes joins us now with more on these developments. Nancy, good morning to you. And it has been a busy week for trade. Break down these new tariffs for Canada and help us understand that, considering it's one of the country's largest trading partners.
Right. Good morning, Errol. This appears to be a negotiation via public threat, which is a pretty frequent tactic for President Trump these days when it comes to tariffs. Canada and the U.S. have been intensely negotiating for weeks now. And then suddenly yesterday, the president came out and announced that he's slapping a 35% tariff on Canadian goods. He didn't make it clear if that's all Canadian goods, some Canadian goods, and he also said that he might go up or down depending on how Canada responds. So there appears to be a lot of uncertainty here. His reasoning for this new threat, he gave a few of them. He said it's because of fentanyl, which the lion's share of fentanyl does not come into the U.S. via Canada. It comes in through Mexico. He said that Canada has been financially retaliating against the United States. He laid out a bunch of reasons, but it was a little unclear why he is suddenly making this threat now and whether he's actually going to go through with it. But you're right, this is of major concern to Canada because the U.S. is their largest trading partner, and a 35% tariff on even some Canadian goods would have an impact on both sides of the border.
And speaking of threats, Nancy, President Trump also had some very strong words for lawmakers when it comes to passing his rescissions bill. Help us understand what that is and what he said about it.
Right. So this is a bill that is working its way through the Senate that would claw back billions of dollars that Congress has already allocated to various projects across the government, domestic policy, foreign policy, things that DOJ has cut, and now the White House wants those funds to be rescinded altogether. And so President Trump issued this threat because there are some Republicans who have said that there are parts of things that have been cut that they don't agree with. They're worried, for example, about AIDS funding to Africa that has been cut. And here's the big one. You've put it up on the screen. The president told Republicans, in particular, he wants them to defund the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. That's PBS, that's NPR, that's Sesame Street. We all know it. And he said if they allow this, quote, monstrosity to continue broadcasting, they won't have his support or his endorsement. So he's basically saying, if you don't stick with me on this, I am going to turn on you. And this is aimed in particular to senators like Alaska's Lisa Murkowski and others who have said that they think that NPR and PBS are valuable and they want to see them continue.
Remarkable. Nancy, thank you for that. All the latest.
You're welcome.